Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the first video. I know it was a little bit dull, nothing really fun, just a little tedious work dropping the exhaust and the drive shaft. I know it wasn't that great, but these are, again, little things that you have to take in consideration when doing big jobs like this, as a lot of other stuff has to come off. Now, in this episode, you're actually gonna watch me go step by step, taking off every bolt, the order I take it off in, basically what parts come off first, and then also, you know, I just because, you know, so I don't have to keep looking through my tool chest, I ended up just telling you, you know, most of the suspension components are going to be 17 millimeters. Some of them are going to be 12. There might be one that's 13. Those are basically going to be like the three sizes you're going to use the most. I think the mustache bar bolts or the nuts were like 22 millimeter. But other than that, you know, you hear me go through and say, you know, here's the bolt size or the, you know, the driver size that you're going to need, just to try to help out a little bit. So if you try to lay all your tools out to do this job, it'll be so much easier. You'll realize it takes very few tools to do this job, which is super nice. I actually only had to go out and buy a 22 millimeter deep socket, and a 17 as well. And that was basically it. I had a 17, but I thought it was gonna break under all that pressure, to be honest with you. So I went out and bought a good one. But other than that, very straightforward. Hope you enjoy, hope you learned something. If you have any questions, if you're trying to do this yourself, let me know. I had a ton of help with a lot of these guys that have done this before. So I feel like I'm comfortable enough now to answer some questions. But if you do, let me know in the comment section. Again, share this with people who have Evos or people who want to get an Evo. And maybe they'll question getting one after they see all the rust and the work that goes into building one of these legendary JDM cars. So again, enjoy the video. Hope you like it, and I'll see you at the end. So the first thing I took off was the calipers on both sides. They were either 12 or 13 millimeter bolts. After the calipers, I removed the strut bolts from the bottom. Decided to keep the ones up top. I don't want to take the whole strut system out, but I believe these were also 17 millimeter bolts. So for those of you wanting to take this upon yourself to drop the rear subframe, just understand that I think this, just gonna take a whack at it, I think is the ABS sensor, maybe? I don't know, make fun of me if I don't know it. But basically, a little pigtail thing right there connects right up there. So I got to wrestle with that for about 30 minutes. Now, I can take this other strut off. Whew. Just doing a rinse and repeat on the other side with the calipers and the struts. Next were these camber arm bolts. These were kind of a pain. I had to apply a little bit of heat and some anti-seize onto these, but these were also 17 millimeters. Next is the mustache bar. There's only 2 of these bolts you have to remove, and they are 22 millimeter. Each trailing arm was a pain in the butt, but these were also 17 millimeter.
Fire! 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 Fire!
I ended up just having to cut both tie rods off.
Oh, hell no!
These are the last things that I have to worry about until I drop this. Gonna help me? Yeah. I don't think I want you out here in this death contraption. But that's... Alright, Grayson, wish me luck. Say good luck. Say good luck. Okay, thank you. And finally, we made it to the rear subframe bolts. There's only 4 of them, and these are also, I believe, 17 millimeter as well. Just make sure you have something supporting the rear diff as you drop this so it can carry the weight. Like I have my jack there with a piece of wood. Just let it down slowly. You know, we're not rushing this. This is the last step. God forbid it falls and destroys the diff flange at the end. So take your time with this one.
Yes!
So excited! So excited!
Yes, finally! Alright, I hope you guys found that very informational. I know I did. If it wasn't for the help of Mike Jupp and Chris Milstead on the Facebook groups, freaking rock stars, dude. Seriously, if I could buy you guys a beer, I would. But you probably live in like Europe somewhere, because most of you guys do. But rock stars nonetheless. I appreciate the help. You know, Mike was such a cool dude. He gave me the step-by-step, exactly what to do in what order. Made it super easy. I mean, I've never done anything like this before. I've done basic bolt-ons. I've dropped transmissions, you know, twice, but I've never done anything this in depth. Like, I was terrified, but it really was as easy as they said it was. And I used basic tools, nothing special. If you even have random tools in your garage up to, again, I had to go out and buy like a 22 millimeter, and that was about it. So if you don't have anything up to 22, you probably can't do this. But other than that, this was a super simple job. So thank you to Mike, thank you Chris for all the pointers and the tips, and also Strat from Style Up Garage here in Denver. Phenomenal mechanic. Builds some of the fastest Evos and Hondas in the state of Colorado. Like, he is legendary. He's been around for a while doing this, and so he's gonna be the guy helping me bring this thing back to life. I don't trust any other shop but him. He's an incredible dude, incredible mechanic, just all around awesome guy. So thank you for those late night texts helping me get this done as well. I've never met a mechanic in my life who responds back to text messages as fast as you do. So I'm used to getting ghosted for weeks on end, not knowing what the deal is with my car, but you, dude, you're on it, so thank you. And so other than that, again, something I'm gonna encourage you guys to do, something I did was I made my own little list. Basically every nut and bolt that I took off, where it went to, the size it was. So when I go back into putting all this in together, or back together, I kind of have a roadmap of, you know, how to get this stuff done. And something you didn't see me do was these little bolts right here were just basically like the e-brake cable stuff. Unfortunately, had to take that off. But again, right here is kind of the step-by-steps on every single thing that I had to do. Basically everything you saw in the video. So I hope you find that informational, helpful. Again, send this to all your Evo buddies that are looking into wanting to buy these, just to really make sure they want one, because these are a handful. Unless you want to spend an extra top dollar to buy a rust-free one, good luck, but I didn't. So all that being said, thank you again for watching. Please thumbs up, subscribe, helps the algorithm, lets us get out there into the YouTube world, because God knows there's no YouTube, or there's no Evo 3 content on YouTube. If it is, it's like 4, 5, 6 years old. You know, it's old stuff. Nobody posts about these anymore. So hopefully I can be kind of one of the firsts, I guess, or only really, that post content strictly Evo 3, right? I don't plan on selling this. I'm not going to be like those giveaway guys who I'm going to buy a car, build it, say I love it and keep it, and then give it away. No, I'm keeping this thing forever. This is my forever project. I love her. So yes, thank you again. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get back inside. But if you want more information on how to do all this, leave a comment below. I would love to respond. Again, I feel pretty confident now that I can answer some of these questions. And again, if you don't already, follow me on Instagram. It is evo_3. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.